Hi guys, before we get started, this guy managed to get himself stuck on the barrier leaving the pits, so I gave him a little nudge to get him going. Hi guys, it's Rob. Welcome back to TeamSport Sheffield. We're here once again for two 15-minute sessions, and this video contains both sessions. The first one has to be one of the worst sessions I've ever had at TeamSport. We only had 3 timed laps completed. And here we are into the first of many red flags. Back to yellow and up the ramp, but back into red flags again. I'll skip the red flag parts for you because as we were stopped for around 3 minutes this time and I'm still on my out lap, it's just not good footage. So on to the first time lap then, and here's something for you. When you see the red flag, don't just slam on the brakes and skid to a stop, like that. Come to a slow controlled stop. Fortunately this put me into the barrier slightly, but luckily I managed to get myself free with a bit of full lock. He then failed to notice the yellow flag, so I gave him a little nudge, a wave, and got on with it. Back to greens with a few cars in front of me, and this turned out to be quite a nice little battle. Overall this was actually a really busy session. There were 18 drivers out of a maximum of 20 we could take on the track at Sheffield. I'm not quite sure what exactly went on, but 4 of us, including myself, were sent to the upstairs pit lane at the last minute when they realised they didn't actually have enough carts downstairs. Whilst we were going up, they sent out the other carts. It was chaos. This meant overall we lost a little bit of time, but with the number of stops we had on this session, I don't think it actually affected things too much. So that's another red flag again, and that time we were stationary for around 3 minutes. I was told later on that that red flag was due to a broken down cart, but I still have no idea why we had such a long red flag on the first lap, or my out lap rather. So there we go, 4-minute 55-second lap, my longest ever. Wasn't a record I wanted to be breaking, but there we go. And there's another spin. Thankfully, he got going again quickly, and there were no yellow or red flags for this one. Trying to get past these cars. Can we go around the outside though? Not quite, he doesn't run there. Give him a little push, let him through. Wave an apology. Not the cleanest, but it gets me through. So, got a clean run now for the rest of the lap. Trying to catch the cars ahead and get into a rhythm. Only feels like a few minutes of the session had passed at this point, rather than the 10 or so that it had been. So I thought now was the time to get my head down and get some quick laps in. That's a 1-minute 2, it's not bad with the delays at the beginning. It's a start at least, but little did I know, the next one would be my last timed lap. I was hoping to have a clear lap, and I was catching the cars ahead, particularly through these last couple of sections. did have to back off ever so slightly towards the end of this lap. A 59.4 isn't awful though, but there's another crash from us here. And we go up the ramp and into another red flag. This red flag became a checkered flag, and so back to the pits for everyone. And that was the end of the first session. Now on to the second session. I was with a group of 7 others, and we were hopeful we'd have a cleaner session this time and actually get some decent lap time set. And I've been fortunate, I've gone out at the front of the pack, so I decided to try and get some heat into the tyres and just try and push from the start and see what I can do. Here we go, onto the first timed lap, and understeer. I didn't get those tyres warmed up quite enough. Understeer into the first hairpin, and some more into the second. Not quite as much, they're getting there. Tyres have come up to temperature now, I just need to get past this cart. A 1 minute lap is good enough for a warm-up. Let's see what we can do. No understeer through the first couple of corners, but we do run a little wide through this double apex. Clean through the next few set of corners, I just need to keep this up really. Getting a run up these ramps is really important here. And then you can keep it flat all the way through the back end. Carried a little bit too much over the bumps there. So that's a 59.3. That'll do. My next lap is the quickest of the session though, so I'll let this one play all the way through. So there we go, 58.8, not my best but a tidy lap anyway considering how the first session went. I hadn't actually spotted the yellow flag until after the lap was complete, so I can't even blame that. Another spin at the hairpin. Let's hope it's the only one. When I'm behind people like this, I try to make sure I'm spotting the green flag and get a quick pass done. But it wasn't going to happen, and they quickly blocked me off. This is one of those carts that I find so frustrating and find myself unable to pass. I can never find the right line to get through. However, I don't expect people to slow down quite so much for this, and I gave him a little tap, so sorry. Now I'm trying all sorts. I'm getting rather frustrated here. Desperately trying all sorts of different lines to find my way through. And that's a 1 minute 12. The yellow flag is only partly to blame there. I really need to get past this guy. I'm getting really frustrated, so I'll give him another tap and go for a dive here. I don't like diving, but that was the only way I could find. He knew I was diving. He gave me a little tap there on purpose. It's all fair. Now the driver on kart number 7 on this one is certainly going to feel this in the morning. I had noticed kart number 4 wasn't driving particularly cleanly up until that point anyway, so I wanted to get past quite quickly. I had to give him quite a hard nudge here, otherwise he would have me straight into those barriers. Didn't like it too much as he tried to block me off here, but gave him a hand back and got on with it. Got the pass done, and got my head back down. Get my head back into it, get the rhythm going again. How many more clean laps am I going to get? Oh, that was none. Here's another red flag. Took me a while to spot that one as I was still crossing the previous guy. There's a reasonably quick stop, back onto the yellows there. And green to come back up the ramp on. Now obviously this is going to be a slow lap because we've had the red flag, but how slow are we going to be? Thankfully I have spotted the track does look fairly clear ahead, so I'm hoping good things for the next lap. So 1 minute 27, kind of as expected when you've got a stop like that. As I say, the track looks clear ahead, so I've got my head down and I'm going for it. But nope, there's that yellow flag again. You are meant to drop your pace under the yellow flags, and I don't always slow very much, but I do pay extra attention to my surroundings in case there's a marshal on the track or anything like that. But I really didn't expect to catch these two almost stationary. Now 13 either saw the green flag before I did, or was going for that pass regardless. So I suspect number 2 was the one going almost snail's pace there. Now I find I can either get a good run out of here and get up the inside and give a little tap, an apology wave. That's a good way to get past. You do have to make contact usually because they don't know you're there. But other than that, that got me in that 1 minute 6. With the yellow flag, that's reasonable. There's traffic ahead. How soon will I catch them? And how quickly can I get past them? They're the important things. Well, that's an easy one. Spin out in front of me. It's an easy pass for me. I'll take it. And there's another easy pass up the hill on a slow kart there. Did get stuck behind this kart just here at the end of the lap though, which is the worst place I find. It really slows me down. So that's a 101. I mean, it's not great, it's not awful. I'll slide a bit wide coming through here as I'm just pushing a little bit too hard and got a wide entry and it just held me out wide. But it doesn't matter, there's another red flag for this session. I'll just slowly roll up to where I can see the red flag down the bottom there. And spot this guy. Where's he even going? I was so distracted by him that I didn't spot the yellow flag immediately. And I was just so confused with what he was doing. I do notice in this video, and in previous videos to come to think of it, that I do move my hands around on the wheel a fair amount. I do want to keep them side by side along the wheel, but I don't know what it is that's making me move my hands, so it's something I'm going to have to work on. Another very slow lap, a 1 minute 14. Any quick laps now seem a distant memory. But it's very much a luck of the draw when you book an open session like this. I'm planning to start going for some member-only sessions soon, so hopefully I'll get some consistently quick laps in then. Woohoo! A red flag. I always wonder what has gone on and where. Again, I slowly positioned myself so that I could clearly see these red lights ahead. I'm not sure why I rolled quite so far forwards before stopping, but whatever. Maybe I was ready for a traffic light Grand Prix and going to beat this car off the line. But they go yellow before they go green, so that's not going to work. While I've got you guys here, it'd be great to get some feedback down below in the comments. What sort of videos do you want to see? Do you want me to make these montages like I had for session 1? Or do you want a full 15-minute session played out to you with the voiceover like my previous videos? Would you like me to take out the red flags and try and shorten up the clips? That way I might be able to squeeze 2 sessions into a nice 15 to 20 minute video. Any feedback you can give will be much appreciated and I'll take it all on board. Here's that yellow flag then, so back to the action. So there's the green flag. If I can get past these 2 quickly, can I get any more quick laps in? Don't know why I was thinking of going around the outside there, it's never going to work, but tidy up the inside will do nicely there. Can I just clear this last car before the end of the lap? That's a nice tidy corner, that'll do it. That 2 minute plus is completely irrelevant, but I can tell we're nearing the end of the session, so I just think, have I got time for one more? I can just see a group of carts ahead. This might not work out in my favour, but we'll see what happens. That's a big group. Yeah, this isn't going to work at all. I caught them far too quickly. And a yellow flag. Probably for the end of the session, so we'll see. But keep an eye out on the marshals. He's waving the checkered flag. I can see that from here. Give him a quick wave of thanks. They do a great job. So there is the end of the sessions for today then. Thanks as always for watching. Please leave a comment down below, like the video, and subscribe for more.